Everybody hear me? Yes? Somebody give me a thumbs up. Okay. We are now joined by Hofstra head coach Mike Fairley. Mike, if you could give us an opening statement about today's win, and then we'll take questions.
Happy New Year, everybody. It's a good win. Everyone's a good win, especially conference wins, right? And obviously great to get a win when you don't make shots. Our calling card has been a really high-level offensive team, and when we make shots, we're really good and we're hard to beat. When you go 2 for 18 from 3 and 11 for 19 from the foul line, a little bit hard to win. But our defense was really, really good and what it needed to be, and that's what can really carry us. Now, the other half of that is our rebounding, and especially in the second half was not good at all. So teams are going to miss shots against you. If they're getting them back, it's like you did a lot of work for nothing. So giving up 15 offensive rebounds is too many. You'd say the half-court defense was really good, but giving up that many second opportunities is not. But those were kind of the staples that allowed us to get this win when we didn't shoot well.
We'll go for our first question. Will be from John from Newsday. Go ahead, John.
Coach, congratulations on the win. Kind of like you said, this is one of those games like you don't really worry about the style points. It's a conference game. It's your opener. You grind it out and find a way.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, it's 1-0. However you get it, it's be excited. You only get so many opportunities to do this, and to get to 1-0 in conference, ugly, pretty, 1,000,000 points, 61 points, that doesn't matter. 1-0 is all that matters at the end of the day. So we did what we needed to do, and we'll have to be ready to go and do it again tomorrow.
Our next question will be from Andrew from WRHU. You can unmute yourself.
Coach Andrew Boscalupo, WRHU. I mean, Caleb Burgess, he didn't lead the team in scoring. He had 9 points, 7 assists, 7 rebounds, and he seemed like he was able to do whatever he wanted on that floor. He was making some really great passes. What can you say about his performance? And only being a sophomore this young in the season, what does that show about his development for this program?
100%. It's great. And I think Caleb's development's been high level, especially even from beginning of the season, whatever it was, November 30th against Rutgers, and how he's developed over the past month or so. He's taken the reins for this team. He is our point guard and a leader and all that, and he's proven it. I think he's a lot more comfortable in that situation now, and he's playing better. I think that confidence is rubbing off onto some statistical stuff. Obviously, to get 7 rebounds, from a guard spot, and I know Jalen had 9 as well. So those two guys did a great job on the glass today. 7 assists, no turnovers is obviously phenomenal. And then a couple of those floaters or layups or shots that he needs to make and normally will make. He finishes a couple of those. I think a couple of those could have changed the game. Maybe we might have taken it from 10 to 12 or something like that. So he's got to finish. He can't be missing some of those easy ones, but did a great job taking what the defense gave him. When he was able to get downhill, he threw a great pass to Kevin off the ball screen late, kind of wrapped it around to Kevin for Kevin's finish late. So he's got a good feel. He's playing confident right now, and just need him to continue to grow and improve.
Our next question will be from Jerry Beach. Go ahead, Jerry.
Hey, Mike. What how much of the things you didn't like this afternoon do you credit/blame to the layoff? And obviously they had a layoff as well. And follow up, what do you take from today's game you can apply to tomorrow in terms of getting used to the playing back-to-back set?
Yeah, it's a great point, Jerry. And the layoff and not playing, and guys coming back and having to quarantine for a couple of days, all that stuff. So we wouldn't have had we did not have our normal week of preparation because of that. But that's okay. Neither did William and Mary. Those guys went home for Christmas as well. So we got back to it. It's good to kind of get our wind back a little bit and really running up and down. We started out well. I don't know if that would have affected us in the second half. Maybe we got tired a little bit sooner than we normally would, but so I don't know if the layoff did affect us. Yeah, and then now, but we went through it real quick, and obviously the offensive rebounds is something that stands out for them. I think we did a good job on the offensive glass, but they did a really good job for them as well. So that's an important key tomorrow. But we'll take an hour and unwind a little bit, and then put this tape back on and figure out what we need to do, change, improve for the next challenge tomorrow.
John, we'll go back to John from Newsday. John, I saw you had another question. Go ahead.
Well, Coach, you kind of hit on that. You're going to give yourself an hour to take a break. How late do you think you and the staff will be up tonight in this weird world of college basketball during the pandemic, where you have less than 24 hours later you're playing next day, same time, same opponent, same gym? How do you think you're going to be up tonight doing stuff?
Yeah, John, college coaches don't sleep. Just ask them; they'll tell you. No, like I said, we'll take a quick break right here, get some food, and then pop that tape right in and start making those adjustments, get those clips. We won't do anything with the team tonight. Tonight's all about recovery with these guys. Ice baths right now, and they got Pedialyte and electrolytes and all that stuff to get ready to go. They'll stretch with our strength coach as well, and then we'll get together in the morning. We'll have a quick walkthrough again. Probably a stretch in the morning, get the lactic acid out or whatever they would say, and then just some quick adjustments, maybe a couple of things that they did against the zone that will have to be prepared for, make some quick points with a couple of quick clips, quick walkthrough, and then do it again. You kind of have to find that balance of what do we need to do better, what adjustments can we make, but you can't change everything either, in a walkthrough and things that we've been doing. So we're gonna have to do what we do and then make those slight adjustments based on what William and Mary did today.
Next question will be from Jermaine. Jermaine, go ahead.
Coach, congratulations on the win. Jermaine Howerton here on behalf of WRHU. Coach, talk about the defense as well as the intensity from your team. You guys got 50-50 balls, diving on the floor, getting blocks, getting steals. Were you satisfied with the performance from a full 40 minutes from your team?
Probably not, Jermaine. Coaches are never satisfied, right? That's another thing. We don't sleep and we're not satisfied with how we do. No, and we did get some 50-50s, and I thought the intensity was good. They have a bunch of shooters. They had some 4-out stuff and some 5-out stuff against the zone, which we did a good job. And you have to be active. You have to communicate really well doing that. I would have said I would have been a lot more happy with it if they didn't have 15 offensive rebounds. If that number was like 7 or 8, then you'd say, and we finished possessions the right way, especially because we were scoring well in transition. So when we were getting defensive rebounds, we're able to go and push. And that's probably as good as we can be on offense. So getting those defensive rebounds is huge. So a good effort, certainly. Not a full 40 minutes and just, can you finish possessions? There was a lot of long possessions today. We gave up a couple threes to Lowy late in the possession. We have to stay locked in the entire possession. And then when that shot goes up, it's a fight. And you're going to win that fight and get that defensive rebound. If we can finish those out, then, it takes our defense, which was good today, to maybe an even higher level.
Thank you, Mike.
Everyone.
We are now joined by Isaac Conte. Isaac, if you could give us an opening statement about today's game, you can take the mask off too if you'd like.
It was a good game. Wasn't a pretty win like coach said to us. But we're gonna give the best version of ourselves tomorrow. So
If you have questions for Isaac, please use the raise your hand feature and I'll call on you. Our first question will be from Andrew from WRHU.
Isaac, the last couple games, 3 games in a row, actually, you've had a double-double. What's been working for you out there offensively?
just being aggressive on the board. That's my job on the team, to just rebound as much as I can. And like I know I'm just gonna get points. I got great guards like CB and Jalen. A good addition to ball off to me. So
Our next question will be from Jerry Beach. Go ahead, Jerry.
Yeah, Isaac. I asked Coach this as well. How much of the imperfections of this game, I guess, do you chalk up to not having played a lot, not having played in 9 days, having your usual practice week, while also understanding that William Mary had the same situation?
sorry, repeat that. Like how much?
How much of this, it was an inconsistent game, as Coach said.
Yeah.
How much of that do you chalk up to not having had your usual week of practice, having been off since Richmond, while also understanding that William and Mary, I think, had the same situation?
Yeah, just it's always going to be like that. Your first game back from like a break and stuff like that, guys were pretty tired, like even me, myself, but we're going to get our win back and stuff like that. And then day 2, we're going to be ready to go and roll.
Is there any other questions for John? Did you have a question? John, go ahead.
Can you talk about the quick turnaround? I mean, I know when you play in various tournaments, you have to play multiple games in multiple days, but regular season, you don't usually have to do that. Have you talked about your tournament experience last year and then I guess playing AAU ball to get you ready for the
and like our teammates and stuff we were just talking to, and the Rutgers and FDU, that kind of got us prepared for the back-to-back. So it isn't so bad, we're used to it. We'll get used to it as the season goes on. It won't be so bad.
Our next question will be from Jermaine. Go ahead, Jermaine.
Isaac, how we doing? Congrats on the victory. I'm Jermaine Howard. No problem. On behalf of WRHU, just talk about the defensive aspect. You altered a lot of shots. You were banging down low. How can you assess the defensive play?
Yeah, I work on it a lot. I'm the defensive anchor on this team. When guards drive, just try to, like last year, I was getting in a lot of foul trouble. This year, we kind of focused on how to not get a lot of fouls, but also, like you said, alter shots, block them if I can, and stuff like that. And I've got pretty good at that this year. So,
Thank you.
I don't see any further questions. So, Isaac, thank you very much and congratulations on the victory.
thank you.